Hey guys, and welcome to the vlog. I've got J's on my feet. J's on my feet. No, it's because it is vlog number 23. So is this the GOAT of the vlogs? Who knows? Because I mean, you can go, if you think LeBron or if you think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, you can go like either way, even though LeBron's not 23 anymore, but still. So let's get into it. So I've done a lot today, like not really a lot, but a lot of things I want to talk about in the vlog. So I went, got lunch, and that was the first thing I did after I got out of bed and got ready. So then I got an iPod Touch charger, which will charge an old iPhone. It will charge like any Apple devices from like 10 years ago, pretty much. And I charged my old iPod Touch and got to look at that, and that was from 2011, 2012, and then I currently have my old iPhone, my first ever iPhone charging right now. So my other two devices, I don't know, there's only one more. I don't know if it will turn on or not because there's a pretty big crack in it, and I don't know what, when that iPod was from. So yeah, with the phone I didn't know if it would charge or not because again there's a crack in it, but it is charging. So and those chargers are like literally like $4 on Amazon, so do recommend. But as only as the first of the month, I have a lot of packages, and it is the 4th, by the way. I'm not seeing my scissors because obviously I need scissors to open a package. Okay, here they are. So we have several packages here to open. So I'm going to start with my book of the month. I know that's kind of upside down, but for how I have to open it. The box is not the important part, it's what is inside. So yeah, for June, I'm just reading, for Moodering, I'm reading like whatever I want. It's my summer break, so that's what that means. But my choice of the month is one of my most anticipated books of the year, and that is Woman of Light by Kelly Fajardo Einstein. So my apologies, I didn't look up how to pronounce that. Ooh, she's really pretty. Oh my gosh, she's goals. And she is from Denver. I have not been to Denver, one of the major cities I haven't been to. So I'm just going to read this little part for y'all. So a dazzling epic of betrayal, love, and fate that spans 5 generations of an indigenous Chicano family in the American West, from the author of the National Book Award finalists Sabrina and Corinna. There's one every generation, a seer who keeps the stories. Oh my gosh. I love the American West, like this time period and location, just because it was so... Okay, well, one, it was relatively recently in history, because you know a lot of historical fiction is like medieval, so American West is, in my opinion, that is considered modern times. So, and then seeing how fast it developed, for one, because obviously we have cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, Denver, Seattle, and at that, there's so much open space, especially if you ever drive Interstate 20, Interstate 10. I'm going to use those because those were, and Interstate 40. Those were like my most recent ones out west that I drove. Going across Texas, there's nothing. And it just amazes me thinking of all the stories that could have taken place on that same bit of land. Yeah, so I have about 3 story ideas that revolve around this like same kind of time and location. Not Denver per se. One of them I think might go a little bit into Denver, but most of what I have in mind for a story that I have written some of is in West Texas. So, and again, love this cover, but the 5 generations, I love generational tales, American West, and then they are indigenous people, so that's something that I can learn more about, so cannot wait to get to this one. So my add-on, I did get an add-on this month because last month there were so many good choices and I could only get like, you know, one. And so this was one of the choices last month, and that's Breathless, a thriller by Amy McCulloch. I'm only as bad with like Scottish names, but There's a killer on the mountain. Journalist Cecily Wong is in over her head. She's come to Manaslu, the 8th highest peak in the world, to interview internationally famous mountaineer Charles McVie on the last leg of a record-breaking series of summits. She's given up everything for this story, her boyfriend, her life savings, the peace she's made with her climbing failures in the past, but it's career-making opportunity to get her life back on track. So this is just a kind of a survival thriller. And then the bookmark this month says, "You'll never guess what happens next." So there's my book of the month package. Then this is an Amazon, just love that sound. Oh, I did not know I got a mass market paperback that is not in great condition. So I did, these are already open. Headphones, because I have a pair that works, but I always like to have a backup pair. And then I did not know it said good condition because I buy them used on Amazon, but this is not great condition. So when I read this, we will definitely be doing the ebook route. So this is Red Sister by Mark Lawrence, the first book of the Ancestors. This is a fantasy. So, because this is one I looked for at Barnes & Noble last month and did not see. So, at the Covenant of Sweet Mercy, young girls are raised to be killers, and some few children, the old blood shows gifting rare talents that can be owned to deadly or mystic effect. But even the mistress of sword and shadow don't truly understand what they have purchased when Nana Grey is plucked from the gallows and brought to their halls. So, I think it's like an assassin school kind of thing. So then the graphic novel that Barnes & Noble didn't have. This is coming to us from St. Louis, Half Price Books. I've been to St. Louis before. I was there literally like 10 years ago this week. Something like that. It's on that old iPod. Okay, this one looks to be in good condition. Yeah, getting used online, you never know what you're going to get, because on Amazon, they don't show you pictures. So this is Hit in 1955 by Bryce Carlson and Vanessa R. Del Rey. So they say, and this is a 1950s noir, but graphic novel. And I love just the aesthetic of noir films and just pictures. So seeing it as a graphic novel, oh my gosh, it looks so cool. And it's in LA. Yeah, I'm really liking that art style. So, and we have one more. Now, this is like a coffee table art book coming to us from Mishawaka, Indiana. I was just in Indiana this week, so I don't know that town though. I was in, what is it? Indianapolis. I went to the biggest sporting event since the pandemic and did not get COVID. It's been 5-6 days now, and I haven't had any symptoms or anything, so I mean, I think I'm in the clear, so knock on wood though, but I'm like proud of myself for that. Okay, so, and again, I could only find a used version of this book, but it doesn't look to be in too hard condition, and it's in an acetate cover. I love when books are in acetate covers, because I can use it for more than one thing, because ASMR videos, that is one of the first things I experienced. Sorry, it's like really tightly packed, and the stickiness is sticking to the acetate, which is good that it sticks to that and not the actual paper cover, because then it would most definitely rip. But let me cut this with my scissors. But the acetate covers was one of the first things that I experienced ASMR with, was the library books. And in school, you know, the books the teachers would read. So this is Worthington Whitridge by Anthony F. Jansen. So I saw one of this painter's, or I'm actually, oh, it's in black. Okay, no, it's not all in black and white. I saw one of his paintings at the Cincinnati Art Museum, and it's one that has just stuck with me. I think of it all the time. But it is landscape paintings, which are my favorite. So yeah, this was an old Indianapolis Marion County Public Library. Oh, that's cool. So I could have totally been by this place. But the picture, I've shown that in a vlog before when I went to the Cincinnati Art Museum, but yeah, I wish the majority of this wasn't color because they're paintings. I feel like you really can appreciate it with color. Where's that? Rhode Island. Been there, drove through. And Providence looked really cool. That would be a cool place to go back to. I do really want to go back to the Northeast, but I haven't gotten back that way. It's a long way. Yeah, one of my longest drives ever, if not my longest, was Boston to South Carolina. So, and that's driving direct, no stopping for the night. Watch this painting that I'm looking for, like, not even being here. It's of the aqueducts. But still, I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. These are the Rocky Mountains. Washington. Connecticut. Oh my gosh, where is that? I don't know where that is, but it looks like the Rockies. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Definitely will have to make an ASMR video with this former library book, but that is everything that I got today. I did get a new comforter, but I am gonna wait for my bed sheets to come to put the comforter on, because like that would just be a lot more work if I like did the comforter now and before the bed sheets. This is a 10-minute clip, great way to start the vlog, right? So today we're going to be reading Mecca and the Goldfinch. I probably won't do that till like 6 o'clock. But yeah, there's my update. All right, so late night update. So I read 47 pages in Mecca today, which was all one chapter. It took me like 3 hours to read because I was taking breaks in between. I dealt with Apple support, Best Buy support. Neither helped, but I mean, thanks. I had like a whole Robin moment. Like I gave a whole speech of why I wanted this thing done. They used to be able to, when I had my like first ever computer, which I've only had two computers, two Apple computers. So when I had that first Mac, I had to get something that like it had a virus or something. So I contacted the Apple support because we don't have an Apple store in my state, to my knowledge anyway. I don't think we do, but so I had to do it virtually. And again, this was like, yeah, 10 years ago, because I remember I was watching the Olympics. Oh, and it might have been when the Olympics were in Rio. So I think that was 2014. I don't know. But so that they were able to go on my computer, and I was watching them like do stuff on my computer. And so I was like, can they still do that? No, they can't. Apple's like privacy, and I'm like, but I'm asking you to go on my device. Like, it's not like I'm telling you to do it, and they won't do it. So that was for a different issue. That was for my iPhone, because not this phone, but the first ever iPhone that I had, to see if there had been any backups on it. And well, basically I was like, is this hooked up to this Apple ID, and were there any backups done on it? Because way back then in 2014, when I had that phone and was using that phone, I had issues or something, which really was because I didn't know about data. Nobody told me about data, so I was going over the limit. That's why I changed to T-Mobile from Verizon. Nobody told me there was a limit. I was going over it, so the phone would lag. So I contacted Apple, because again, I did not realize at the time it was Verizon, not Apple's problem. They made me do a factory reset, did not tell me to back it up before, so everything was deleted. Like 5 years worth of stuff was deleted, which is extremely sad. And I was just like, do y'all have that anywhere in the cloud? I am blogging, but I will pause. Cute. Hi. So I know I got cut off last night, but that's like all irrelevant. So it is Sunday. I don't think I'm gonna read today. The race just finished at 7:10. Penske car won, so good. And it was the driver I said was going to win, because like every Sunday or whatever race day in my family we say, who's gonna win? Are you out there? Yes. Okay. So we say who's gonna win, and I chose Joey, and Joey won. So I think this is the first time this year. I know in 2020 I had like a 3 race streak, I think, which was really awesome. So maybe that'll happen again. So the next race is Sonoma, which I do not like that track. It's Daytona is my least favorite track, but Sonoma is up there. I don't like it. I don't just when I watched it for the one and only time, it just gave me so much anxiety because the chicanes or whatever, don't like it. So probably won't watch that. I know I'm sitting so like, but yes. So we have that next week, and then we have a basketball game in less than an hour and about 50 minutes now. I don't know when tip off actually is. I just know the TV start time is 8. So because sometimes they'll show the national anthems and the player intro, all of that. So it's always different. That's kind of weird. Why do the people on TV have to see the national anthem? But I probably just offended people by saying that, but I don't care. I'm like, I come here for the game, not all the other stuff. For the Indy 500, that'd be completely different. I'm like, I came here for the pre-race. But yeah, so I don't think I'm going to read today. At least I'm not going to read physically. I'm probably going to read my ebook, The Goldfinch. But I don't think I'm going to read any of Mecca because it's a really long chapter and I don't think I could get it done before the game. So I hate that they make these games so late. Like, I think the next game is in Boston, so the same time zone I'm in, and it's a 9 o'clock game. I'm like, why? I get the West Coast that will be 6 o'clock on the West Coast where the other team is from, San Francisco. But like, I don't like games being at 9. But yeah, that's the nice thing about having your streak broken. It's not as like I have to read every single day. No, I don't. I have already broken this streak, so it's not that important. But I did start Kenobi last night. I watched the first 2 episodes, so maybe tonight I'll watch the 3rd episode. And oh my gosh, I didn't write the script for my video. That will be fun. I need a plug. It's not a plug. I need to charge this. Yeah, I meant to write my script all throughout the weekend, but I didn't. I've been really lacking at that, which is disappointing. But yeah, so what I'm trying to get at is I have to film tomorrow, so I can't watch an episode tomorrow afternoon. So I may watch it tonight because the last one, the cliffhanger that I ended on, was something I never thought about. But it makes sense. I like how everything connects on the episode, and I like knowing what's gonna happen because this is like a prequel. It's like a sequel, a prequel. It's just thrown in the middle. So I know what happens to like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but just a few of the other cameos and all I've really enjoyed. So because Obi-Wan is my favorite Jedi, if you didn't know. So I've really enjoyed that. Ewan McGregor, yeah. So there's my update. Don't know about update any more today, but just wanted to let y'all know that I'm not reading. It's Monday. Apparently my camera battery is exhausted, so it is charging, so you're getting iPhone footage. So I have read today. I've read 2 chapters more, so listen to. I need to put what page I am on. I am done with chapter 43 and I'm on page 723. So I was thinking, I don't want to say this book is an unjust amount of hate because I don't think there is I don't think that's a thing. I guess everyone's subject to their opinion, obviously. So I think with works of art, that's not the thing. But it's obviously there's a ton of racism in here, and that's where it's like touchy to talk about or whatever. I mean, not really for me because I'm like fine saying stuff, but I know some people might be like scared to talk about that, but here I am, I'm gonna talk about it. So there's a ton of it, and I think as this book has gone on, it's gotten worse, and there is, even in the last chapter I read, anti-Semitism, so obviously hate that for both instances, racism and anti-Semitism. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty because I just got my food and I'm gonna eat right after I film this clip. But so that is very frustrating to be constantly hearing the N-word and having like the glorification of slavery, and that all that kind of stuff. And I hate seeing it. I hate reading that. But we have to remember, this book is 1800s Georgia. You can think of Georgia in 2022. There's a ton of racism still there. And so going back, I think it's even like more amplified for slavery and, you know, all that being at the first part of this book legal. And then even though technically the Civil War was fought, the Confederacy lost, there was still a lot of, I don't know how to say, free, basically, what they call it in the book is free. Basically black people working for free, because I don't want to say what they call it in the book. So I don't have a full understanding about that. It's something that I haven't really, I had never heard about it before, to be honest. So it's something that I'm definitely going to read into. But yeah, we do have to just realize when this book is taking place. No, there are a lot of characters who are for the Confederacy and all that, but we also have characters who are against it. So I think it's like anything, even the book Thief, as the perspective of that book are characters who live in Nazi Germany. So I do think that it's important to read about people's experiences on both sides and wars and conflicts throughout history and history in general. Read from both sides. So do I agree with these characters? No. And is this an enjoyable read? I would say no, because there's a lot of things that are glorified in this book that shouldn't be glorified. And yeah, so obviously do, because this is a big book to make a commitment to of reading, so definitely do look into everything, do your research before reading it. I personally did not do a ton of research, so because this is one of my family members' favorite books, so I was like, yeah, I will read it. So definitely after this, I am going to research a lot of this time period, because again, in my American history class, we were supposed to get to the Civil War at the end of the semester, and we didn't get past the French and Indian War. Bad. So I didn't learn any of this in school, because then I switched schools and they were already at like World War II, so I like missed all of the 1700s, 1800s, early 1900s, so I did not learn any of that in school. But yes, so I did want to give an update. I obviously will be reading 4 more chapters today. We will be finishing this book this week. Will it be in this vlog? Hopefully, but I'm not 100% certain, so I'm going to go get back into pajamas and then go eat my lunch. Lovely angle, right? So, well, knees. But we're done reading this for the day. More marriages, you know? So we're still not going to finish it tomorrow. There are a ton of chapters in this thing. We're on page 486. I definitely need to see how many pages I read today. So 48 is 1 chapter. 49 is 2. Oh. 50 is 3. 4, 5, 6. So the chapters are definitely getting shorter, and I know we're getting near the end, but it's still like a beast of a book. Yes, I'm not really annotating anymore, just no new thoughts because it's been going on for so long. So we will pick up Mecca at 9. It was 7:25 when I finished reading this for the day. So, I can't put it up yet because I need to see what page I'm on. But, yeah, hopefully we'll finish this in this vlog because I've been reading it for weeks now. I gave myself 10 days to read it, so it will be 10 days still, but just not 10, like, straight in a row. And then we'll get into Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is a 5-star prediction for me, so hopefully it lives up to that. But I'm going to eat some dinner now because I always eat after I read for some reason. Not always, but sometimes I do. Like some of the hours I do. So I'll tell y'all at 9. We are about to get into Mecca. It is 9:02. I just made the playlist for my iPod Touch. No, I don't know if I said the iPod Nano part, but I just did the iPod Touch. So I am going to get into this. I'm on page 279. Let's see how long this chapter El Dorado is. 279 to 315, so I feel like that's still quite long, so I have no idea how much I'm going to get read in this sitting, but we're going to try again. I would really like to finish this week because I've been reading it forever, and it's just meh. It's confusing, more confusing than it needs to be. This had potential to be great, but it's going to be like a 3-star, and again, that's a generous 3-star because I do like the writing, and I feel like it's touching on important issues, but it's not going above and beyond because there's a lot of confusion. I would even kind of say lack of character development and then just a lot of randomness. So it's a very low 3-star, maybe like a 2.75, but by Goodreads it is going to be a 3-star. Just got done with Mecca for the day, so I think we'll finish that probably on Wednesday. That chapter was really good, but can one chapter make up for the whole book? No. So I did really like that chapter. I read 34 pages, so it is currently 10:29. So I'm going to read The Goldfinch in a little bit. I'm going to have like a little snack and just chill for a little bit and then get into The Goldfinch, and I will be starting on page 560 there, but I will see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. First pool day of the year. Let's go! Hey guys, so I don't know, that lighting is really weird because those blinds aren't open, so I guess it's just really bright today. So I just got in from the pool. I listened to 2 chapters of Gone with the Wind while out there. Well, one I came in because my iPad or whatever got overheated and that fell out my braid. Cool. So I'm really cold right now because obviously I was in a pool for 2 hours and my hair is wet and I am cold. Yeah, so, and I'm also hungry and thirsty. I haven't had anything to drink today, so definitely is okay, my water is back there. You can see Fred's towel, but, so I do need to fill that up. I totally forgot to wear sunscreen on my backside today, so terrified. Yeah, so, yes, we've done our reading and all of that. I want a grilled cheese. And so I'm just like, I guess I just go to Sonic, but like, I don't want Sonic. Sonic is always... Both of the places I get grilled cheese, they take forever in line, which is kind of annoying. I wish Zaxby's still had the adult grilled cheeses, but now they don't anymore. It's just a kid's cheese, so I don't get as much of a meal as I would get with a grilled cheese. What if I get a grilled cheese and wings? Yeah, I'm not hungry. And I want Ritz crackers. Don't know if we have any. Yeah, these are the things I'm craving right now, but I do like really want water, so I'm definitely about to hydrate. I had breakfast today and it was like really hyped because we got all these old pictures of from my grandfather to his grandmother. Is that right? By generation wise. So obviously that's going back to the 1800s, of people being born, because the picture of her was, she was old, so I don't know, she died in the 80s, so I don't know how old she was in that picture. But yeah, pictures of World War II, Korea, Vietnam, not of the places, at least I don't know, but I'm just saying that era of military. So it's been fun going through. Yeah, we got a newspaper that is the bombing of Pearl Harbor. So that's from 1941. So that is a very long time ago. What is that? 80 something years. So just to be going through this stuff is a lot of fun and interesting. I found a family tree, so I'm like, I can confirm that my family tree is correct with this one from whenever it was written out. So I'm not sure when that one was written out. I'm gonna have to look and see what the dates were on the deaths to see if the people were dead or alive. But yeah, so that is kind of what we've been doing this afternoon, and I don't know what all I'm going to do today. There's no sport event tonight, so I will be reading tonight, no issue there. I do need to play some Webkins because I haven't yet today. And I actually saw that at some Ace Hardwares, well, at Ace Hardware, like the main warehouse or whatever, I don't know about their warehouse where it's at or anything, that they found all these Webkins. So they are selling them in stores for the first time in like 7 years. So I don't think I'll go to Ace Hardware today, but maybe tomorrow, maybe later this week, which will be in the next vlog, not this one. I don't know, but I would like to go see. And I haven't been there in a while. I used to go like all the time because Webkins, and we would buy bird seed there. And when we were having our yard like kind of done, like getting a sunroom and deck, we would go there for like wood or whatever. And then like you can get keys made there, and they sell a lot of stuff, but I like those kind of stores. As y'all know from my Instagram, mainly, I like hardware stores, so might check out there. I would like to go to Goodwill. I have a list, yeah, I need to finish my list of Webkins that I am on the hunt for. Like my first and foremost, these are the ones I really want, and that is all. So I read like 80 something pages. I'm totally in my studio closet, whatever space this is. It's not an actual closet, this is my old bedroom, but I keep a lot of my clothes in here because nobody will build me a dresser. But so I read 86 pages. And why I'm in here is I'm stalking the feral cat that I feed. I saw him go to the dish, so I opened the door very quietly and just said hi, and then he was gone like that. So I'm assuming he jumped back in the bushes, but so I'm stalking him. Look at that brightness. Okay, over here is like better where the light reflects on my glasses. So yeah, this book is getting very rushed towards then. It's like, oh, we're having kids, and oh, this has happened, oh, I'm dumping him, like a lot is happening, but going by very fast. Yeah, so the chapters from here on out are short. I think I have like an hour and 50 minutes, so I'm gonna round that up to 2 hours of the audiobook left. So we are at 90%, so I do think there is a good chance that we could finish tomorrow if I really push through and try. So since I am going to be in the pool, I think that is like perfect time for me to listen. Hopefully my iPad doesn't get overheated. I'm gonna have to, I think I might put the pillow on top of it, just bring the chair over close to me. But that's one that I don't want to listen to on speaker is one thing, because it does say the N-word, and obviously I don't want that blasting over my like backyard where people could possibly hear. I don't think anyone would be able to hear it, but still, I'm like, yeah, this book is racist, so yeah. And that's something, yeah, as I said, it has got more and more racist as Black people have got freedom. And obviously the white Southern people's reactions to that. Now some characters do try to correct the other characters, but it doesn't really work out. But yeah, still. So, but I think you should expect that going in, as this does take place in the 1800s in Georgia, because like, as I said earlier, Georgia still is a pretty racist place today, to be honest with y'all. So yeah, definitely expect that going in. Then we will get to Mecca later. Don't know if I'll finish that today or tomorrow. There is a basketball game tomorrow, which I think is at like 9. I hate these 9 o'clock games. So NBA or ESPN, whoever, I hate y'all for that. And then there is a baseball game today at 8, and I have not watched a baseball game all season. And I don't really want to watch the one tonight, and it's an interleague game, so it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like, the White Sox are pretty irrelevant to me. I mean, they do matter, but it's not like, it's fun. So, I mean, I might watch it, but I don't think that I will. And yeah, I will update y'all when we get to reading again. Okay, y'all are gonna be like very close for this because I have like no room on my desk, which I'm hopefully gonna clean my desk tomorrow. I would like to clean some on my bathroom today, but we know I'm like, man, I forgot. It's, yeah, no different this week. So what is today? The 7th. So it looks like we have one book that came out today, and it is a thriller, and it is a botanist's too close S's, but guide to parties and poison. So I'm going to go buy that on Amazon because sounds like a good time, because I think it's like a historical thriller, which I like. There might be dual timelines, which I love. So we're going to look this up on Amazon. All right, guys, so we are about to get into Mecca, starting on page 313. Excuse me. And I'm just seeing how many pages this book has. I think this is all the last chapter, which is a bit much if you ask me. But yeah, so basically from page 315 to page 367 is all one chapter, it's seeming like, and the chapter is called Mecca, so it's probably a pretty important chapter, you know. So I'm gonna get into it. Most definitely will not finish this right now, so I'll probably go into it tomorrow, like morning, and finish it off then, but we shall see. Hey guys, and happy Wednesday. I totally have lotion all on my shirt, but it is time to read. It is 3:13, so we are going to attempt to finish Gone with the Wind today. As I said, there's only about an hour and 50 minutes left on the audiobook. Sorry, I heard something. Yeah, we're not reading outside today because it is supposed to thunderstorm any minute now and for the rest of the afternoon, so obviously I don't want to get in the pool when there could be lightning. Like, not trying to get struck by lightning. So we are going to be reading inside today. My back is kind of stiff. I don't know if maybe it's hurting because I could have got sunburnt, because I have not like looked at my back today. And I was sitting up a lot yesterday, so I am going to read in bed just to give my back a slight rest. But we are going to attempt to finish this really long book, which I have enjoyed for the most part. There are a lot of thoughts with this book, and I had one that I was thinking about like 2 a.m. last night. Not 2 a.m. because that's when I went to bed, but I was thinking about late last night. But I can't remember what it was. So hopefully I do that. It comes back to me so I can tell y'all. So we will begin to reading right now, and then after that I'm going to go to Lowe's because I need birdseed, and I will be going to Target after that. If you're wondering why I'm not getting birdseed at Target, it's just the birds aren't not really a fan of the Target birdseed for some reason. They're kind of picky, so we're going to get some at Lowe's because we know that they like the birdseed that is at Lowe's. So are your birds picky? If you guys have a bird feeder or, you know, multiple bird feeders, do your birds have a preference to what food you get them? It's literally still the same, like sunflower seeds and corn, whatever. They just prefer the one from Lowe's for some reason. And I'm not gonna do this today, but just speaking of birds, I want a bird bath for my birds because I saw a video on Reddit of a blue jay, and I do have a lot of blue jays that come to my feeder, of it was probably overheated or something, and it was sitting on the bird bath, and like it was sitting there where the person was petting it, which you shouldn't do, but in the video the person was doing. So they were like, that blue jay must be really bad off, like dehydrated, if it's letting you do that. So I'm like, ooh, because it has been really dry here. Luckily we are getting a storm though right now, but I am in an area that does have a lot of water as it is, as I am like in kind of a coastal region. So we do have a lot of ponds and lakes in my area, and there's a creek right back there. So I don't know if the birds go there, but I would like a bird bath at some point so they do have access to that water. And if they are hot, because it is getting into the triple digits here, then if they're hot they can cool down a little bit. But I'm not going to do that today because I would probably need a pickup truck to get one, because they are like statues, so they're like heavy and all. So again, not today, but potential future. Turning the camera on because I have quite the loot here. So I'm going to show y'all what I got at Lowe's first, because that is the first store that I went to. So this is actually one thing my dad got, but I'll still show it. And he got this garden flag. And then now I'm like paranoid that I have a pig and not the cow, but I got the cow this time. I need to check. It's all right if I have 2 cows. Oh, I think it was a cow. I don't know. I really don't know. But this little planter. And then from Target, so the big thing I got was this big floor basket. It was half off, 50% off, so I got it for $22 instead of the original $44. So Target is putting a lot of this stuff on clearance. Rumor has it they're getting rid of some of the brands there and bringing in new lines, so who knows. So then I got this mug that says cat person. I'm gonna get the dog person one too, but the cat person was the one closest to me, so therefore the one that I got first, but I have no preference. I like cats and dogs the same. So then I got the Eddie action figure. What brand is this by? The Void series. I guess it's by Netflix. I'm not seeing it be by like Dark Horse or somebody. So, oh, Bandai, I guess, right there. So, obviously not extremely authentic to the show because his battle jacket has like Megadeth, Dio, Wasp, and all on it. But I guess for copyright reasons, they couldn't really do that. But, yeah, the Stranger Things display is already gone at my Target. I guess they just sold very well. It was literally only there for a week and it is out of there. And now it's Jurassic. I don't know if it's Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, but you know, dinosaur movie with Chris Pratt. But we got that. And then this book was 30% off, and it is The Last House on the Street by Diane Chamberlain. One of my anticipated releases of the year. It takes place in North Carolina in 1965, but dual timelines, with the other story being in 2010. I don't know if I said what I got this basket for. I got it to put my plushies in, mainly my Beanie Babies, because I need a place to put them, because they've just been sitting on the floor, and obviously that does not look nice. So I am going to put them all in there. And then I did see not in store today because I knew I'd begin this, so I didn't look at the other sections. This big, nice floor basket that is like a dark color, a dark woven material. And rumor has it could be the start of the fall decor appearing at Target. But it's, I want to put it like right here, and I would have it up all year, not just for fall, because it would match that piece of furniture my TV's on, but to put blankets and pillows in, because I have a lot of blankets and a lot of them are seasonal, and again, they're just sitting around. I don't have a proper place to store them, so that is my plans for baskets. But I have read 3 chapters today. Again, the chapters are short, and I am trying to get through this book, so I've read 3 chapters so far, so happy about that. And yeah, I'm going to eat more chicken and then read again. It is 6 o'clock and time to read. We were just doing stuff, finding out who people were who were family members. We had like cards from like the 90s from, so uncovering how they're related, a lot of fun stuff. So we are starting on page 896. With this little listening hour, I'm going to be working on some Google Docs as I listen to the audiobook. So I will catch up with y'all hopefully when I finish the book. We finished that beast. So I read 90 pages of that today. Now I don't think I'm going to be able to finish Mecca today because I usually pick up Mecca at 9. And at 9 the NBA is like, let's have a basketball game. Even though we're on the East Coast, like, I have no idea if in Boston they're on summer break, but like the game starts at 9, probably will end at 11. These people aren't going to be getting home till past midnight. Yeah, so I don't think that's a smart thing to do, because I'm like on the West Coast, they get their games at 6 o'clock and we have to get ours at 9. I'm not a Boston fan, but I'm saying like on the East Coast as a we. Yeah, don't understand. So The next classic that I'm going to pick up, it will be like probably in like August, July or August. Oh, July's next month. So it's probably going to be in August. And that is Shakespeare the Fourth, Part 1. I don't know how I'm going to sort this. I don't know if there's, excuse me. I don't know what is all the exact play in here, because usually, okay, here's a content section. Where does actual play start? Like, we have Shakespeare, an overview. I got this used, by the way, at the Nook in Hartsville, South Carolina. I really recommend going there. So I'm trying to find out on here. Okay, here is the play. Starting early on page. Okay, so like it starts far into it. And then I don't know how many acts are in it is what I'm trying to find out. Because then we have all this stuff like Anonymous, the famous victories. Like, that's not the same play to my understanding, but it might be. I have no idea. And then Samuel Daniel. I really do not know. So the sources of Henry the Fourth. I guess it's Henry the Fourth. So those 116 pages is what I want to read. There's all this other extra junk in here, so I don't know if I have to read all that. I'm very confused. How many acts are there in the play? That's another thing. 5. So read an act a day to finish it in 5 days is what I would like to do. So I'm gonna put my bookmark where it actually starts, because like I know who Shakespeare is, I know about his life, so that's gonna be interesting to see how I handle that. But the next book we are going to pick up, the next book we're going to start is a 5-star prediction. You would know that if you've watched my 5-star prediction video or my June TBR, but that is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino. So super excited for this. I need to find out how many chapters I need to read in a day, because usually the 5-star prediction is the last book I would read in the month, but in May that did not happen. It got pushed over because Gone with the Wind wanted to be 900 pages long. So this is 25 chapters, so it would be ideal to read 5 chapters a day. Let me see like how long that would be. Okay, it's looking like it'd be less than 100 pages a day, which I am down with. That is fine by me. So yeah, about 80 pages, 79 pages a day. So that's what it looks like I will do. So we'll be starting this. Super excited for it. But I have some food cooking right now. And yeah, so I probably will try to read The Goldfinch tonight. Ooh, but Obi-Wan. Okay, I think I'm not going to read anything else today. So let me just put down that I did read 90 pages today, which is not great. I would like to read more than that, but I can't help it. Hey guys, it's Izzy here, and it is Thursday, so I'm actually going to read like a few minutes earlier than I usually do, which is like amazing, because okay, so since my dad left after lunch, which was around 1 o'clock, and obviously it's 3 o'clock now, I have been cleaning the whole time. So I cleaned, the living room was my main focus today, and then that kind of extended to other things, but the coffee table is only like the really messy thing in there. I mean, some dust and all of that, but I should really use a mask when I do all this because my throat right now from all the dust. But so I cleaned the coffee table off, and I don't have anything to clean wood. I need to definitely buy some because I am out. So I used things that you would use to clean a bathroom. And it didn't do any damage, so but yeah, so you shouldn't do that, but I did. The same thing I used to clean in, was it last week's vlog or the vlog before that? I think about 2 vlogs ago when I cleaned the sunroom. I used that same stuff to clean my coffee table. No, there was no issue there. So I cleaned the coffee table, and like I had a lot of magazines and stuff, so I got all that sorted, and then a lot were just like a lot of things were trash, so I threw that stuff out and got the things that were there that needed to be in other places. I put them where they needed to be. And hi Penny! She does not like when I do this because vacuums and all that, you know, that's like a classic thing dogs don't like. So she's been kind of hiding. But so yeah, then I vacuumed after that, which the vacuum is dirty in itself. It has cat hair all over it. But I don't think I did a great job with that. I don't like vacuuming because I hate loud noises, so it's like I do it, but we'll just see what my dad thinks. If he thinks it's bad, he can go in and revamp it or whatever. So I vacuumed in there, and then I did in the little like breakfast nook area of the kitchen. So I vacuumed that rug, and then I did clean up the kitchen table as well, which is another spot that I talked about in that vlog 2 weeks ago. Drives me crazy. The majority of that stuff was trash or like napkins that you get at restaurants, and obviously I do use those napkins. I just put them in a drawer. So I cleaned all of that up, and then I cleaned in our little office area. That's basically our mail room where the packages just end up. So I opened all the packages, and I did film an unboxing, but that probably won't be on this channel. It'll be on my ASMR channel most likely. So I unboxed stuff and then put the stuff back on the packages where it needed to go. Except I didn't unbox my new bed sheets and comforter because I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to do that probably on Monday because that's when I usually make my bed. And then I got some gardening stuff that I didn't open because I was not going to plant my seeds right now. That will be later, which I really do need to get to that. But I did all that. So I broke down all the boxes we had in there and threw away the paper and, you know, all the junk that comes with packages. I filled up a whole trash bag, or I would have cleaned more if I had more trash space. So then I cleaned as much as I could in my bathroom, which was trash because, again, packages from when I get like Fashion Nova, for example, is one of them. I tried the clothes on in my bathroom, so the packaging stuff gets in my bathroom. The tags from clothes are in my bathroom, so I threw away stuff. But I didn't do the deep dive of like cleaning the toilet and all that, which my toilet isn't that bad at the moment, but still I like to clean it once a week anyway, which I usually do that on Tuesdays. So because I don't know how much room my trash can has. I think the recycle truck did come today, so I should have room for my recyclable trash. But for like the trash, I have to wait till like Tuesday for the trash truck to come. So that is my cleaning update. I'm going to start Once Upon a Time in Hollywood right now. I'm literally the same pose as her right now because my feet are on my desk, so Quentin Tarantino would love that. But I'm going to try to read 3 chapters in this sitting and then save 2 chapters to read at 6. But I'm going to get into it kind of nervous because it's a 5-star prediction for me, so I have big expectations. So we will see how this goes. So it is 6 o'clock, but I wanted to tell y'all like my thoughts on what I did read earlier, which I did get the 3 chapters done like I wanted to. Sorry for the brightness, my blinds are open because it is supposed to thunderstorm tonight, and I like watching thunderstorms from my windows. But okay, so the book is like exactly as the synopsis describes, which I know some people probably would find that boring, but I personally love that because I'm like, I wasn't catfished or anything. I'm getting what I asked for, so I like that. So that falls in the plot category. So the rest are pretty much the character categories. So in the first chapter, which was at Rick's perspective, which if you don't know who that is Leo's, I'm not pointing at Brad Pitt, how Leo right there, Leo's character. So I felt like there was a bit of head jumping between him and Al Pacino's character, which is Soares. Is Martin his first name? I think maybe. I just felt like there was head jumping going on, like there wasn't a good break between like the head jumping. But in the other chapters that I've read, one at Cliff's perspective and then another at Rick's perspective, and Cliff is Brad Pitt's character, there were no issues there. But that's something that I personally struggle with in my writing, is the head jumping, which it was something I had never really noticed in books or anything until I had one of my beta readers tell me, I say beta reader, well, it's literally one of my good friends, but she pointed out to me that there was that I should maybe do paragraph breaks or something with that. So it's something now that I recognize a lot in books. Not a lot, but it's something that I do recognize now in books. So I don't know if it actually is something that bothers people or not, or if that was just a one-time experience for me. So, but that's not really a negative thing to me. It doesn't really take anything away, but just to make note of that. So Cliff, again, Brad Pitt's character right there, is proving still to be the coolest of all of them. Like, he's so cool. And in this, I'll talk about a little bit, so much more depth to the characters, which I do think when the movie is amazing character work. The first time I watched it, I was like, there is no plot here. What is the point? It's because it is a character-driven story. So, and like, second, it's better on rewatch. I've heard other people say that, and I personally do agree with that. But yes, the book form has given a lot more development to these characters, which is usually the case when there's a movie or show of something and also a book, as we talked about with Gone with the Wind, which obviously with Gone with the Wind, the book did come out before the movie, but it still gave so much more development to the characters. But it has been a really long time since I saw Gone with the Wind, like 4 or 5 years, so again, that can be iffy, but that's besides the point. But yeah, and overall, this goes to character and plot. The book has added a lot more depth to the plot wise of the movie, and to the characters. So I am enjoying this so far. I have no idea if it's 5-star. I totally forgot to log in to Goodreads what page I was on, but I am 50 pages into it, so there are 28 more pages that I want to read today, 2 more chapters, and then I will get into Mecca later tonight and hopefully finish that. But that is getting way ahead of myself. So I did go to Taco Bell between this clip and the last, and had some tacos for dinner. I've said before, tacos aren't filling to me. Like, I will eat 3 tacos and I'm not full after that. So I don't know what it's like. Does that happen to y'all? Like, it's certain foods, like, I could eat 3 slices of pizza and be full, but tacos, they're just not filling for me. So, and that's at Taco Bell, because other places, like local, Mexican restaurants, I'll be full, but for Taco Bell, for some reason, I don't get full. But I'm going to get to reading now. We are done reading Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for the day. We're at 23%, which is page 79, and I am really liking this, so that's good, because it's a 5-star prediction. So we had a chapter at Cliff's perspective, and then one at Pussycat's perspective. So that's Margaret Qualley's character, fellow Carolinian there, but she's part of the Manson family, and that's what I was getting all this straight in my mind. So these characters are the ones who are based on real people. Obviously Sharon Tate. We haven't had a Sharon Tate chapter yet, but I'm assuming she'll be in here. But the Manson family people, these are all real people, or inspired by real people, but I'm pretty sure it's all the same names of, like, their family names. So that chapter was definitely the most intriguing plot-wise so far, but the others have been intriguing character-wise, and obviously with this we did get a lot of development with her character as well, of like how she got into the Manson family and what the Manson family thinks of her and the people around her, and we got some background on Charles Manson, like his connection with the Beach Boys and the music business in general. So we read the 5 chapters that I wanted to get done, and it was not stressful in the slightest. I have a lot of free time because there is no game tonight and I finished before 7. So really proud of myself that I got all of that done. So I'm just gonna chill for a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll find something. It is exactly 9 o'clock now, so we will be starting on page 336 tonight, and I still do not remember how many pages. So 367. So we have 31 pages to read. It's only like 30 and a half, but you know, so hopefully, look at my new Bear and Webkins right there. So we're gonna get into this, hopefully finishing it, because it's only 30 pages. Like, I can do that. And that's very exciting. So I am freezing because I just had ice cream all my lips. But I'm going to get okay guys, I am ending the vlog here. I just finished Mecha. It's a 3 stars, but if you would like my full and final thoughts, be sure to check out Goodreads. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified when all my videos go live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Okay guys, I am ending the vlog here. I finished Mecha. Oh my gosh!